says, hey guys, I started a small SEO agency and helped a client many months ago. They gave me 2 keywords they wanted to rank, and I got them ranked before. Now, after many months, they are wanting a refund and calling my service a scam because they didn't get traffic from the links I built. How do you deal with these types of issues? Tell them to piss off. I mean, honestly, I don't know, I would know what else to say about something like that. There's no, unless if you offered a guarantee, then you may have to eat the words. But if you didn't offer the guarantee, you said they are still ranked for 2 keywords. Yeah, then you did what you were supposed to do. You did your job. You put in your end. Whether here's the thing. Like for client work, for example, I can rank a GMB for a client, and I can make sure that they're getting 40, 50 calls for tree service jobs a month. And if they can't close because they're not answering the phone, which is why whenever I work with clients, I highly suggest that they run all the calls through a call center. But if they're not answering the phone, or if they're not following up with leads, or if they just can't sell and they can't close, that's not my fault. That's their fault. My job was to get the phone ringing. My job was to get them ranked and to get leads coming into their business. And, as a business advisor, right, I want to help them to build systems and processes so that they can process those leads and make money from that. And that's something that can significantly increase your value if you can help them not only doing SEO and link building and stuff like that, but help them to become better at their business, business processes, sales, things like that. Now, that might not be, what you were hired to do, but I'm just saying, that's something you may want to consider going forward. But if my initial job with a company, and oftentimes we will ease into kind of more of a business consultancy. It's not usually right off the bat that's how it occurs, the engagement. Usually it's an SEO thing, like, hey, I can help you to generate more leads. And then after we've built a relationship, then I, nudge them along with, okay, let's build some processes and systems into your business so that you can manage these leads better. You're more efficient with them. You'll close more of them. You know what I mean? But if initially my job is to get the phone to ring, which that's initially usually what my job is, and I get the phone to ring and they're not making any damn sales, is that my fault or their fault? That's their fault. It's not my fault. I did my job. Does that make sense? So, again, I don't know what kind of commitments you made to them, but if you committed to them to, if you held up your end of the deal, which was 2 keywords ranked, and you did that, then if they're asking for a refund, piss off, man. Like, I mean, I don't know how to say that in a very, you got to be more diplomatic about it than that. But honestly, I don't know what to tell you. I'd tell them, like, I did what I was supposed to do. There's my results. It's proven. You got rank trackers, everything else that can show that. If that's what you committed to and you did that, then, I don't know what else to tell you.
I have been in that situation as well. The key here is managing expectations and basically getting an agreement on which KPI is important. So, and only have one KPI that you're doing for them. So it's either traffic, it's either leads, rankings, or any of those. Like even Facebook, if you ever ran Facebook advertisements, they call this objective. So like you either have an engagement, you have a like, you have like a lead, you have like as here traffic, a conversion. So like that's literally the key. So once that KPI or objective is locked in, that's exactly what you deliver and you both agreed on. And if later is like there's a disagreement or they come to you with that, then it's like ideally you have that in written form, then you have clearly a discrepancy because like either they want traffic or they want the ranking in that case.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, to take something away from this, I totally agree with what Bradley and Chris said. And in this case, I'd tell them tough, like you did your job. And, if they need something else, but, moving forward now you can see ahead what potential issues there could be with a client and sidestep that by making sure, like Chris said, you have the right KPIs identified, or saying, shit, if I rank them and I did my homework, I know that's still not going to bring them traffic. So even if we did agree on that KPI, they might not be happy. So how can I deal with that ahead of time? And just kind of learning that process. And that's how you do it, by getting clients, doing it again, do it again.
Yep, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing is, and Chris made a good point too. Like, same with Google Ads. When you set up a campaign with Google Ads, there's always an objective. What is the goal of the campaign? Is it leads? Is it exposure? Is it traffic? Is it phone calls? Is it sales? Opt-ins? Like what? There's a number of conversion goals essentially that, and so that's pretty much the same thing. Like, and again, for me, typically what I'm selling is leads. Whether I'm selling my own leads to a contractor or I'm telling them that I will have their digital presence produce more leads based on the work that I do for them. And that's my lead in. That's usually what I go for, is my one KPI initially is leads. Then once we establish a relationship, then I try to get them to become more, build some efficiencies into their business so that they can close more of those leads and make more revenue, which means they invest more money back in with my services. And it just, everybody's happy. So I'm sorry you're going through that. It is what it is. Welcome to the world of consultancy and agencies. It is what it is.